James, do you see your mother? All right. Hey, listen. We're gonna play a little game, okay? If Uncle Luis asks you about the man who comes up to the estate to talk to me, you're gonna say you don't know what he looks like.
But I do.
Oh, you see, there you go. You're losing the game already. We're just gonna pretend that we don't know what the man looks like, okay? We're gonna fool Uncle Luis. Can you do that?
I don't know.
Of course you can, son. Because if you can't pretend you don't know what Spike looks like, then I lose everything.
Luis, about my life with Chris.
Yeah, your life with Chris. You're gonna tell me that you love Chris the same way that you love me? All right?
James, sweetheart, where did you come from?
We actually just came to check up on Fancy. Is everything okay here?
Yes, of course. Everything's fine. Everything's just perfect. Like my little family. We were just talking about Fancy and her condition. How she's an absolute miracle after everything that she's been through in the mine.
Yeah, it must have been quite an awful experience.
Everybody, I'm done with the examination. You can go in the room if you like.
And Fancy!
Oh, you better get in there. I mean, that's the last thing Fancy needs in her hospital room is a hurricane.
Yeah, I should get in there too. I'm sure that Fancy will be able to shed some light on what happened last night.
I'm heading in.
Actually, maybe now's a good time to start asking you some questions about how you got down in that mine shaft in the first place.
Now?
Fancy, you went after a murder suspect. I need to get to the bottom of this.
Well, you know what? I can see that the two of you have a lot to talk about, so, James, we should go.
No, you should stay.
Why?
I may need to ask you some questions.
Well, in that case...
James, you know what? Here is a deck of playing cards. Why don't you go over to that table and see if you can build a house with cards or something while we talk?
All right, Fancy. So once you think back, now do you remember who you were chasing and how you got to the mine shaft in the first place?
I never saw his face. I was chasing him all through town and then finally into the cave. And then he hit me on the back of my head with something, and when I woke up, I was blindfolded. And then he tried to rape me, but he never did.
Oh, thank God.
Anyway, when I tried to escape, that's when I fell down the mine shaft.
All right, Fancy, think, okay? I'm trying to identify a suspect. Fancy, think, okay? Think. I'm going after a murderer here, okay?
What do you think I was doing?
Sorry. All right, listen, you know, sometimes people have access to auditory memories when they think that they can't remember anything. By any chance, do you remember the guy's voice?
No, I don't think so. But, before I fell, I think someone else came in the cave. Yeah, there were two people whispering.
Great. Okay, that's it. Maybe you can identify one of their voices. Maybe there was a time when they forgot to whisper. Could you recognize the voice?
Fancy! Fancy, can you hear me?
Yes! Yes, I do remember someone's voice, Luis. I remember. Yeah. Yes, I do remember hearing a voice when I was down in the mine shaft. But I'd had a big knock on the head, so at first I thought I was dreaming.
Well, what did the person say? What did you hear? never even got the chance to tell you how much I love you.
Maybe this isn't the time to tell him what I remember. You know, I'm not even sure it happened. Yeah, I'm sorry. I think I'm just thinking of when you were calling down the mine shaft.
Oh. Well, you know, that's understandable after everything that you've been through. Maybe I can help jog your memory. All right, let's just think back. You were at the mansion. What happened when you decided to go after this person that you think murdered Phyllis?
All right. Yes, I remember. James pointed it out. He was standing right outside the French windows.
Fancy, keep going. Come on.
Okay, so I was playing with James in the living room, and he said he saw a man talking to his father on the Crane grounds. And then right through the window, there he was. James recognized him. So I knew I had to catch him, but I couldn't leave James. And then Paloma showed up, and I left him with her. And then I chased this man all over the estate, down the hill, into town. We were running through the park. And he was hiding from me, and I almost had him. And then we got to the caves, and wham, everything went black. When I woke up, I was tied up. You know the rest.
Yeah. And you're sure you never saw the man's face?
No, it was so frustrating.
Can I be this lucky? If she can't identify Spike, then maybe she won't be able to identify me.
Well, Chris, sounds to me like at some point you were talking to this man on the estate.
I think James is confused. I have no idea who he's talking about.
I wasn't. Who are you talking to?
I have no idea. Okay, it could have been anybody. A gardener, a security guard, who knows? I mean, he's a young kid with a healthy imagination.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't sound to me like he's imagining anything. Okay. Seems though I can't seem to get an answer out of you, and Fancy never saw this man's face, nor can she remember his voice. There's really only one person left who can potentially identify the person who murdered Phyllis.
Let me get this straight. You want to question my son? He's just a kid.
Yeah. Well, it's a sad fact, but many children are summoned as witnesses to crimes. No. Thing is, I can't question him without your permission. But if you don't grant me the permission, I'll only assume that you have something to hide.
So we're back to this again, are we? Huh? You just don't let anything go.
No, that's why I'm such a good cop.
You know what? You did wrong this time. Because I had nothing to do with Phyllis's murder.
So do I have your permission to question James?
I didn't say that.
What's it gonna be? Time's a wasting here. Do I have your permission to question James or not? Well, can I question the boy? I need to know now.
All right. All right. You can ask him a couple of questions. But I don't want you upsetting my boy.
Good. Let's get started.
Hang on. I'd like to speak to him in private first.
In private. It's only gonna take a couple minutes. Unless, of course, you don't want me speaking to him.
All right. Let's get this over with. James?
Daddy, look, Whammo!
Listen, Uncle Luis wants to ask you a couple of questions, okay?
Yeah. How's it going, buddy? So, all right, you were over at Aunt Fancy's the other night, right? She's got some great toys. You guys have a good time?
Yeah, I love her.
Yeah. Yeah, she's an amazing woman. So, when you were there, you saw a man outside the window, right? Yeah. Do you know who it is? Okay, so if I showed you some pictures of the men who I think were on the Crane estate, do you think that you could point out the one who your daddy was talking to?
I don't know.
But you said that you saw him outside. You saw him with your Aunt Fancy.
I don't know.
What's going on here?
Just asking James some questions about the man who held Fancy hostage in the cave.
James, come here. Who gave you permission to question my son?
Chris.
After you badgered him, I'm sure. Can't you see that my son is upset?
All right, wait a second.
I don't want
Sarah.
you to do this again, Luis. You stay away from my son. Do you hear me? Stay away from James. You had no business questioning a child.
Oh, Sheridan, come on.
No
He's the only
more.
one that can identify
Chris,
the...
let's go. Fancy, feel better.
I will. Thanks again for the card, James.
You're welcome.
Come on, sweetheart.
I never got the chance to tell you how much I love you.
Did you really say that, Luis? Or was that wishful thinking on my part?
Luis. And you. How could you let this happen? Enough. We are going home.
Can you just let me explain?
No.
Huh?
I don't even want you to approach my son ever again. Just keep your distance. If you ever talk to him again, I swear I will have you thrown off the force.
What happened?
I don't know. This whole thing's my fault because of Marty, I guess.
Luis.
My God. Sheridan hates me.